What's up, guys? So since I ended up getting Anbu Kakashi, this was the team I've been using him in. He is great for Anbu ninjas, which Shisui is possibly the best Anbu ninja we have in the game right now to use him with. And the only slight issue I have with the team is just that since I am using Anbu Itachi as well, that's three Anbu ninjas being used, so the hidden passive doesn't always go on Shisui and Kakashi or Shisui and Itachi. Sometimes it doesn't even hit Shisui at all, but that was a really rare case for me. So to make the team more consistent, you probably just want to run two Anbu ninjas instead. So this is the lineup I have been using. I will end up switching the lineup after this, and from Thursday's Sage World, you will end up seeing a video on that team that I decide to use. So this team has been very consistent to me. I replaced Masked Man, and Masked Man has been doing very well for me, especially with the round one lockup. Um, it's really tough to choose between having Anbu Kakashi as well as Masked Man, but this one gives you a lot more damage output because of it, and it keeps Shisui safe because he can't be targeted by mysteries. So he has a dodge on top of a hidden passive. It really makes him really hard to take down, and that's why I've been messing around with this team, and it's been working out. But let's go over to Sage so you can see it for yourself. So guys, quickly, I forgot to also say that the events for tomorrow are in the description below. They haven't posted on the forums, so go check that out if you're curious. We're going right into Sage. Now the first thing you should realize is since the hidden is not always guaranteed on whichever two of the Anbu ninjas I have, you need to pay attention to how you use Anbu Kakashi's mystery. Now it does not have a prompt, and it shoots in a line, so you always want to target the row that has the most people in it. And the second issue is if he's not hidden, they can just simply interrupt it, either a acupuncture or anything like that, round one. So you have to be careful with that, especially when it goes on Anbu Itachi and Shisui. Kakashi's pretty vulnerable, but the chase damage that it causes is really good, and his mystery has quite a lot of damage as well. Now it also has a beautiful effect. I really do love Anbu Kakashi's mystery, and I do look forward to using him in more lineups. But as time goes on, we get more Anbu ninjas like Yamato. There'll be more lineups, but for now, I'll definitely be pairing him up with Shisui. So the team is pretty straightforward. You have Shisui with his amazing barrier, Chaos on the mystery. Now another thing that I do like about this team compared to the Masked Man variant is when I was using it, the chases do not follow up with the mystery. So Shisui's mystery is just straight up a Chaos. That's it. No damage followed up besides the initial damage from that. Now with this lineup, you actually end up reaching up to a 9 combo, which deals a lot of damage. And Kakashi can chase up to 3 times, and Anbu Itachi chases up twice. There are cases where you can get the 30 hit combo to go off from Itachi's chase itself, but it has been pretty rare. Here fighting up against the Kishimaru team, I honestly thought I was going to end up losing. So I was trying to kill off Kishimaru as fast as possible, and then go after either supports. It's even more dangerous to fight Kishimaru's when you have extra supports, because he has sorcery that he can clear, as well as the Jinpachi. But I am glad it worked out. Getting the win right here, I thought this was gonna just go downhill for my Sage, but we end up getting the win. And the reason why I've just basically replaced Masked Man in the team is simply because I wanted to get as much support for Shisui. Anbu Itachi grants the clear as well as an extra attack, and the hidden will keep him safe from targeted mysteries. Then going into the next fight, I end up fighting Susanoo Itachi lineup, which luckily it was on auto because everything targeted the clone. I mean, it could have been done there. I could have ended up getting Chaos on my Fire main, and then probably immobilize on Kakashi or whatever, and it would have changed the fight completely. So just because Shukaku was on auto, this fight was in my favor. And this is what you look forward to in an Anbu Kakashi mystery: finding 3 people lined up, target one where you can get a lot of chase damage. Now with this lineup, the problem was Susanoo Itachi has super armor. You also have Masked Man and Johnny Minato that can dodge, so the only choice is to go after the Fire main. I wanted to kill off the Fire main as fast as possible with the chases, and simply hope that I can outlive the damage, because I mean, geez, there's a lot going on in this team, and Susanoo Itachi's are the most difficult ninja I come up against, just because of his chaos potential round 1 and round 2, and he usually is accompanied by Masked Man or other very dangerous ninjas, so this fight was going to be pretty intense. I mean, another thing you guys might have noticed is I do have a round 2 damage scroll, which I ended up getting on a free draw. So it's, you know, I got blessed with that because this was the first stage I have used that scroll. Finally, I don't have any, because all my other scrolls were round 4. So having a round 2 damage boost by 7% makes a huge difference since it's going to last throughout the entire fight, and it starts at round 2. So it also makes my mystery from Shisui do a lot more. And it was just a godly free pull. It's probably the best free pull I had in forever. At least until I get my Kage super rare eventually. But it was at this point where I was like, man, you know, I lose Anbu Kakashi. I lose the hidden passive as well. And it's just, gotta try and kill off either of the dodge masters. So since Masked Man was very low HP, I wanted to finish him off, and Susanoo Itachi was also dropping in hit points. But it led to a very intense fight. I mean, while I was doing this, I was just thinking, try and kill them off, but I knew at this point, it was pretty much an auto fight, so still very difficult. I did have way less power, less initiative, and you know, Susanoo Itachi is just really god tier when it comes to fighting him. So, it was a very close fight, but I do end up getting the win. I mean, Masked Man dies this round, Itachi dies in this round, and then all I have to do is finish off Minato, which, it was simple. Just get his dodge off, mystery him so he gets chaos, and that's how you win that's how you finish the fight. But yeah, you know, it was a pretty intense one. I can't really expect to win against too many Susanoo Itachis, especially those that are faster than me. But it's just a lot more difficult. At least Shisui has a dodge, so even if they are faster, they can't stop my Shisui. But then we go into the next fight, going up against a Roshi Han and a, I forgot her name, but Kurana. I was about to say Genjutsu Mirror user, but alright. So with a lineup like this, I always ignore the tanks and try to kill off the main or whoever else is there. Especially since she is the healer in this lineup. You kill her off and you'll have less to worry about. The only thing you should pay attention against fighting Roshi's with a Shisui is to mystery him round 2 so you don't lose your barrier. It's going to interrupt him, he's not going to get chaos, but you can also get the combo started off him with your chases. So that's the way I play against Roshi's with a Shisui team. And the most ideal situation for your hidden passive is to have Shisui and Anbu Kakashi targeted with that. So if you want to change anything out, it will be to change out Anbu Itachi, and you can probably put in Iruka, or you could even change and put Masked Man in, and he'll be your position 3 interrupter. Or you could simply put Anbu Kakashi 3rd position and have Masked Man at the 2nd. It gives you more control with the team, and you'll end up having, the thing is you won't get the clear from Anbu Itachi or the extra attack for Shisui, but you'll get more control, and the only other issue is that your Fire Maid will be your only way of clearing things, so you'll have to pretty much deal with that. But then going up against, you know, the Great Ninja War Tenta meta is something I rarely fight these days, but this team, I remember back in the day, used to be one of the most annoying teams you could fight, and they used to destroy. I mean, I was a time where I used this lineup for maybe a month, I think, when the first drop in Great Ninja War Tenta first came out, and she is deadly. But in today's point, another good thing about Anbu Kakashi is he does have Acupuncture on critical hits as a passive, or at least it's like the first, maybe it's all his hits that get Acupuncture if they do critical, or it's like the first or whatever. But either way, he acupunctures on criticals, and it's really useful in a lot of situations. You won't see it in this fight, but for instance, against ninjas who don't have prompts, it can really help you out, like Hanzo's or even Hashirama, because there have been cases where I use Anbu Kakashi on a Hashirama, and his critical hit stop the barrier one, because I don't have any intros round 1 besides that. So the team kind of has kind of has an interrupt, but it really depends on your critical hits with Anbu Kakashi. So overall, I do like the damage consistency of the team. I probably have won like 90% of all the fights that I have used with this team, so it is very consistent. It's one of the most consistent teams I have used recently. If it's an upgrade to the Maskman variant, I think it'd probably be better to replace Anbu Itachi and maybe use Maskman instead. I don't really know. It really depends on a lot of things. But I will be trying out a different version on Thursday that you guys might like a little bit more than this one, because that one will be more consistent and give you extra protection. But here I was fighting against Cash, and yeah, Susanoo Itachi position 1 with Kurenai, and then using the Fire Main to basically buff the Uchihas, or to buff all the Bloodline users, which actually, since Fire Main counts as one, you have 4 on this team, because Kurenai does have that too, so... but yeah, either way, you get the buff on Shisui and Itachi, very strong, and alongside the barrier, with you still having the Genjutsu Mirror, the Genjutsu Mystery, or the Illusion Mystery, whatever, and then the Chaoses from round 1. So this was the fight. Ain't no way I was gonna win this one. Just double Chaos on my Kakashi as well as the main. And not really much I could do, because in this situation, can't start a combo on Itachi, Shisui's gonna dodge. Kurenai is left, and she can simply mystery on the Fire Main if I do hit. And he does have a mirror, so either way it's gonna get reflected on somebody else between my mirror. So there was really not much I could do against this. I really just already knew that, yep, it's just no point. Since the double Chaos first round, I knew there was no chance. And there's also a slight power difference on this too. So, you know, it was just over from the first minute of the fight. Which the fight probably didn't even last a minute. Maybe it did. But yeah, that team is amazing. You know, I'm still 19 frag short from my Susanoo Itachi. Can't wait till I can start trying out a lot of Susanoo Itachi lineups. But, you know, the more I fight him, the more I want him. So hopefully in 2 more Shinobi feasts I can end up finishing him. I don't know. But I also wanted to ask if you guys want me to record my Sage commentary live. Just, I don't know, I guess to talk about how like what I should do in the fights, or what I should look forward to, or look out for rather. Just because I always record these fights and then commentate afterwards. But I don't know, maybe you guys want me to record Thursday's Sage and just record it with the fights and see how that goes. Then go up against Kushina with Minato and Shisui in a Lightning main. The Lightning main is interesting in this position. Like I would run this team, but I would not use Lightning main. I definitely probably use Wind or even Fire, especially not running Lightning main right behind Kushina. I mean, putting that in second position wouldn't really do it. But you know, it's a strong team. You have Kushina to worry about, so I always save my illusion for that. Whenever she uses her mystery, that's when I tend to use it, just because she'll drop all immunities for you. And will paralyze your full team, which paralyze is actually a very dangerous passive to look forward to. Debuff, not passive. Joni Minato being the dodge master with Shisui in the back. So with this kind of team, there's not really much you can do. You have to either target the main, and if the main is dead, then you go for Kushina to stop her mystery if you can. Or you just wait it out and get someone's dodge off, which that's pretty much what I waited for. He wasn't going to mystery with Kushina round 1. And that was it. Just have to go for that. And that's how it works out. Another thing I forgot to talk about is how the team, or at least the Fire main, has the Imprison Chase, which is really good. Gives an enemy the Imprison effect. So whenever they use a mystery, they end up taking damage. And it is pretty much equivalent to how much chakra that the mystery costs. So if a mystery has 0 chakra, they're not going to take any damage. But if it starts going 20, 40, then in the rare cases of 60 and 80, which you don't see too much in fights anymore, they will take a lot more damage the more chakra it costs. So it's a extra way to deal damage. Here fighting a Hokage Minato, Kazekage Garo, Water Main, and Kushina lineup. At this point, I was just like, you're gonna have to kill the Water Main. Minato dodges, and I really was like, okay, I can at least kill him first round. Can't really stop him, so he ends up dying off, and it would have hit in a line either way. So I could have targeted Hokage Minato. The good thing is, since Kakashi's mystery is not a prompt, Shisui will always attack first, so there are lots of chances where he'll be able to get the dodge off for you, and you can still just target with Kakashi and pretty much get it rolling. So that's another thing to look out for with this team. Round 2, you know, that freaking damage scroll helps out so much. When I was using it in this stage, it really makes a difference. I mean, I love it. It's just 7% extra damage, way better than the round 3 like damage that I had, which was purple. Because mostly for me, I would always look for, if this is pretty much the best scroll you can get, damage for round 2, or probably resistance, because damage will boost your damage overall, but resistance will increase your resistance. It's pretty much straightforward, but resistance will help protect against mysteries. Defense is for taijutsu, so depends on the mysteries. Sometimes they're not all ninjutsu based, but for the most part they are. Then fighting up against another Kushimaru lineup. With Mangetsu this time instead of Sasori, and using Jinpachi's Tome. You got an extra dodge to worry about. For Kushimaru, same concept though, I always try to kill him. Only if they have a lot more power than me. Then I realized I probably can't kill Kushimaru, but round 2 you still want to make sure he can't immobilize you, because he can immobilize up to 2. And it's just stuff to worry about Jinpachi for clearing off any kind of crowd control. So this team is very dangerous to fight when it has more power than you. Has lots of sustain, lots of damage, and control. It's something I haven't used in a while, but whenever I pull Reanimated Sasori, I'll definitely go back to it. Or maybe just for some variety, I'll switch to it. But also throughout the video, the Anbu Kakashi is 4-star. And on Thursday's video, you will end up seeing him become a 5-star. Couldn't help but keep spinning. You know, it was a horrible addiction, but I'm over it now. Since he's 5-star, don't have to spin anymore. And I'll probably stay off from Wheel of Fortune for a while, just so I don't have to keep getting into those kind of spinning things. But anyway, with the Kushimaru dead, all you have to do is, I always target Jinpachi, just because he can ignite you every single round. It's pretty annoying, and it does a lot of damage to you when you can just keep getting burned round after round. So after Kushimaru's dead, and you can pick between the main or Jinpachi. Probably go after the main so you stop the chase damage. But I always go after Jinpachi. You know, he's just really good, especially in the back line. I do want to use more lineups that end up using him, but I don't know. For now, I kind of stay away from the Reanimated Ninjas. Although I hope I can get myself a super rare in the upcoming month. I need to get another 300 scrolls and hope I pull before 1,000 at least, but I don't know. I'll see if I can make it happen. I did save up quite a lot of seals, not souls, since I pulled. And then fighting my cousin's team, you know, they were basically, this is the team I was using. And fighting up against Masked Man Anbu Itachi, you know, I replaced Masked Man for Anbu Kakashi, and this was a test to find out if it was really a good change. So with Masked Man, I have to worry about a lot of things, but Shisui's gonna dodge, Masked Man's gonna dodge, and the easiest way to kill this team is to go for Anbu Itachi, because he will, if once he's dead, he can't clear anymore, and he won't give extra standard attacks. In this situation, I just figured I was gonna get Masked Man for the main or Itachi either way, so use the mirror, cleanse myself. Next round though, I was set. I'm gonna kill that Anbu Itachi, and it's gonna become an easier fight. So when it comes to mirror matches, or at least fighting that team, you always want to go after Anbu Itachi, because round 1 you can't do much anyway against the dodges, or at least you have the fire main to watch out for as well because of the mirror. So just clear, kill, and if anything you can always target Shisui instead. But I knew that Itachi was going to die from mystery damage, so I went after the main. And once you have 2 ninjas to fight against, it's a lot easier than 4. Pretty much not have to worry about... I already have Shisui to dodge the mystery, so I didn't have to worry about it. He hit Anbu Itachi with the Chaos, so I'm not gonna get the extra clear or damage from this round. And you know, here Kakashi gets immobilized, and I was thinking, oh, this is pretty difficult, but immobilized goes off next round, and this is where dodge goes off for Shisui, Anbu Kakashi. I just needed him to kill Shisui here, and it was gonna work out with all the chases, or at least come pretty close, since Anbu Itachi is still Chaos. And with Masked Man, you know, he doesn't have the damage output, but when you're fighting a lot of Jinchuriki teams, his passive helps out, since he drops their attack and ninjutsu by 30%. And his mystery is the thing that really makes him good, plus his chase, because he has an immobilization. So, Masked Man is still really good to use. Not gonna say that Anbu Kakashi is better over Masked Man, because obviously if Masked Man had a chance to mystery Kakashi, Kakashi can't do anything because it's a non-prompt. So either of them work really well. You know, I happen to win this fight, so it pretty much both teams work though. It's just as consistent. The team focuses on whoever can support Shisui the most, and that's kind of why I chose Anbu Kakashi, and just to get some variety, because I used that team for a month now. And this was the last fight of the Sage. So it's Susanoo, I'm about to say Kakashi, but it's Susanoo Sasuke with Masked Man, and he targets my Itachi. I'm just gonna Genjutsu that right off, and then Anbu Kakashi down the line. I mean, it's 3 people to hit. I target Anbu Itachi again, and unfortunately the fight does not finish because Sage ends. But it would have been won the second I used Shisui's mystery to hit Sasuke round 2, because he probably would have mysteried, and Itachi was really low to dying anyway with no extra shields. So pretty much that Shisui mystery Chaos Sasuke killed off Itachi and probably done a good amount of damage to the fireman. So the fight would have just been over like that, and it would have been another win. Or actually, the Itachi didn't even last till the second round. But, you know, it ended. So that was the fight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time.